What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Bianconeri zone. And are we gonna repeat the same mistakes? Because contract renewals are being discussed for the wrong players. That's one. And it's also linked to the Bremer discussion because we are in this situation because of contracts and players we couldn't move on. And now to replace Bremer, we have players who are not good enough. There's an update on Bremer as well. And we are in for Molina again because, well, apparently it wasn't clear enough that we needed something on the right-hand side during the summer. So now we go back in January and try to fix that. And also the midfield. But I think it's very clear that that backline needs all the help it can get, But before we get into it, as always, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's dive straight into the news. Okay, so as you can see, contract talks. This from Giovanni Albanese, and I know people say, "Oh, you do not even rate Giovanni Albanese as a like source, whatever," and I do agree. However, history tells me that I need to take these type of reports serious. It's like people complain about, "Oh, you talk about Gazzetta dello Sport." I can talk about Tutto Sport if you want. But how many times has Tutto Sport got the right things and they're a Juve outlet? How many times has Tutto Sport be pro Juve, but then when you read between the lines, it's actually negative? They're not really caring about Juve, but the personal agendas when it comes to Motta, the energy, and the Tudor energy. Certain things are not the same. So the source is a source, and you make of it what you want. And I always say about it what I think. But this could be real. And Giovanni is saying that we could aim to propose a reduced salary extension to both Rugani and Kostic, who have proven themselves key players in the squad with their experience. I don't know if I need to throw up from that last part or cry, because what experience did they show in the squad? Like, they didn't play. I don't care what happens in training. Like, I absolutely are we paying mascots in training? Is that what we're gonna do? That's one. Two, they're not good enough. They're not good enough. They haven't been good enough for years. It's not a one, we just signed them, they're not good enough. No, the proof is out there. These players are not good enough. I'm going to repeat myself. I hope the last time. Rugani was deemed not good enough from one of the worst Ajax sides I think any Ajax supporter has witnessed defensively. It was that bad, that Ajax side. And there, he couldn't even keep a starting job. That's how bad it was. A couple years ago, he wasn't good enough for Rennes or Nice, whatever that was, Cagliari. All these clubs said, no, you can keep him. No, thank you, we do not need him. And I'm supposed to believe that these players have value. No, it's because of these players, by the way, we didn't sign defender, because the club looks at it and they're like, oh, they can do a job, so we don't need to sign a defender. But that's the wrong attitude. That's the wrong attitude. It's like having a spare tire, but it's an already fixed spare tire, you fix it one time and you keep it as a spare tire, but actually it's not a new spare tire. It's already used. It's already proven not to be good enough because it popped and whatever, and you're just going to reuse it when the new tire breaks down. That's what we're trying to do. And then we will be shocked when it doesn't work. So that can definitely not happen. You let them walk, both of them, and you keep it moving. Same goes for McKennie. Do not waste more wages on these players. Improve, for the love of God. For once, improve. Kelly and these players are not good enough, but those players should then become the backup. And you go again with the cycle until you have a strong backline. What we do is nothing. We keep the players who are starting who are not good enough, and we keep the backup players who are not even good enough to start. Instead of removing the backup players who are not good enough, the players who are starting are not good enough are now the backup players, and you bring in the quality we need to start. That should be the cycle. I'm not sure what the club is doing. Other news is Vlahovic, which I'm gonna be honest, I think there's a possibility that he could renew. Somehow, I think there's a small possibility. But can we all agree? I like Kostic, Vlahovic, and I've backed him for probably the longest on this channel. But it's time to move on. For everyone's sake, it's time to move on. We cannot invest those wages. He needs a fresh start. like he scores goals here and there, fine, but every time he plays, like we struggle. It's been 2 3 years, whatever, two solid seasons where we're struggling to get him going, or he like struggles to go, you know. So what is really the point of doing this? Is it a win to keep Vlahovic, but instead of 12 million euros, he's on 7 million euros? Is that gonna make him score? Is that gonna make him more consistent? Is that gonna make us better? No, we cannot do deals based on, oh, it's a better deal than the previous one, but forget that. Whatever you like, forget like about the money. What's happening is on the pitch has nothing to do with 12 million. If Vlahovic was on 2 million, you think he will be playing better right now? You think we will fit our team better right now just because he's on less money? No, I think it's time to move on. We're gonna lose money on all these on all these players because, well, we're getting wages off the book, but no transfer fees. But as a club, at one point, it's pointless to keep these players just because they're lowering their wages. They're not good enough on the pitch. They're not good enough. It's not working. Forget about the wages. Just think about improving your club for once. And then the final news is Molina and Savic, if you want to talk about it, because Nico Shira said we're going to sign a right wing back, whatever, right back, excuse me, and a midfielder. But now with the Bremer situation, who knows what we're going to do. January, it's not easy to sign players, quality players. You need opportunities. Savic could be an opportunity for the club, but then again, those opportunities we should be looking at. Molina, we tried in the summer. That's what Romano's also saying, but he's not playing at Atletico, and it was very clear that he was not going to play at Atletico. So I'm not sure why he didn't even push for a move, because he wasn't playing really, or he wasn't a favorite of Simeone the previous season as well. And then Nikoshira said, and maybe we could return for him in the January transfer window. Now, for me, we need help on that side, period. We have João Mario. I'm not sure what the hell is happening with João Mario. Now that we have Bremer out, I'm assuming because there's no choice that Tudor is going to switch to a back four. Otherwise, it could be extremely long for him, and he actually is going to lose his job soon, and our season could be completely downhill because you cannot play all your defenders and then lose one more, and then you have absolutely nothing. So he's gonna need to change something. João Mario is clearly struggling when it comes to defending, etc. So I'm not sure what that deep type of deal was. I'm not the biggest Molina fan. I'm gonna be completely honest. Now, if you can loan him for 6 months, whatever, you probably do that. He knows the Serie A. He's played in the Serie A. Maybe you can get something out of it. Maybe an option, no obligation. You do something like that. But I don't like if we get forced into doing that for a player you even in the summer didn't really want to buy, but just a loan. And now because you're panicking, because you have injuries, and João Mario's not working out, etc., you're forced to do something you don't really want to do. That I don't like. I hope the club doesn't do that. You need to think twice before investing money in certain players. That's all I'm trying to say, because Molina and Serie A look very interesting. He's not a scrub, but I don't think he has improved as much as we all would have thought. And again, will he come in and have an impact? Because that's what we're looking for. We're playing Kalulu because João Mario is not good enough, apparently. So you're assuming whoever comes in needs to have an immediate impact, So in the comments, let me know about, the contract situations, Molina, etc. And also what do you think about Bremer and that surrounding all of that. Yeah. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will speak to you guys tomorrow.